Hello friends, it's Jana. Today I am unboxing a mail from Ferrisland. I am so excited to see what they sent me today. They have a store in Amazon and they sell terrariums that are very beautiful, and it's a glass terrarium, so I cannot wait to see what they sent me today. So I already pre-opened the big box that it came with, and this time we are going to do this together. You're gonna see me open this to see what is inside this box. So let's open this box. So exciting! I can't wait to see what's in here. So let's see. Ooh, I can't wait to open this. Maybe I'll go upside down. Right here. So it doesn't fall. Slowly. Ooh, so exciting! What is in this box? Let's do it again this way here. Let's see, friends. So this is ooh, look at that beautiful thing. Let's read what it came with in the receipt. Alright friends, well, I have the name here. This is called Ferrisland Rectangle Geometric Disc Clear Glass Terrarium with Lid. So let's open the lid. Oh, let me turn on the light first, but it will show my ring light reflection. So let's do this. Okay, but it does look better with light on. Okay, so let's do it this way, but you will see it reflecting, but I think it's much better done without the ring light on. So let's open the lid. That's how it looks, and all the way around. Let's look at this, all the way around here. This is what it's going to look like, just like that, opening with the plants inside her soon. So I will do the planting with my succulents in here. I'm so excited to do this. All right, let me do that now. All right friends, now I gathered my materials to use for this terrarium. I have clay pebbles that I'm going to use, so I'm gonna pour this in here. Layer, the first layer that I'm going to use. This is my first time using clay pebbles, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take that one big one out here. Take that out. Pack it, and then I have here a dryer sheet and a weed block. So I'm gonna lay first the dryer sheet because I don't want any soil falling underneath here. Then the weed block because it's firmer material than the dryer sheet. And then I am going to use some moss first around here. By using the moss around the perimeter of this liner helps minimize the soil from running down to the sides going to where the clay pebbles are, because it is so hard to avoid those soil from going down there while planting or even just watering. So this kinda helps it trap the soil from going down beneath where the clay pebbles are. Now I am ready to add the soil. I used a Miracle Grow succulent mix on this, but I added more perlite too to make it more airy. So now let's pack the soil on this area here, slowly putting it in there, that way it doesn't spill on the sides. So now let's add some plants. I'm thinking of using an air plant. I have a shell right here. So now this pink air plant will be perfect probably in this corner. We'll see. So I added some moss right here. As you can see me trying to peel the old roots or the dead leaves of this air plant and kinda just wiggle it around inside the shell so I'll be able to close the lid later. Now I'm gonna add this beautiful succulent which I don't know the name of, but I know that this will trail down nicely and also flower, but for now the size of the succulent is perfect in the size of this terrarium. I want it to look like an ocean feature, so I have an aquarium before that has this type of a plant and it mimics that look, so I'm trying to do that right now. So slowly add these plants here. Here I have Echeveria rufescens and a rock for the side here. But then I decided to plant the Haworthia in the middle first. That way I know that it could fit in that side because the rufescens is a little bit big. So we'll see. Now I found a barnacle that I could put here. Here I have some succulent babies from a long time ago that I'm going to use. I put it inside a barnacle, that way it would be easier to plant without interrupting the roots going down there because the barnacle's opening is so tiny and this is the only way that it would fit properly and easy to plant them. And then just slowly add in the soil so it will stay still and not wiggle around. There you go. Now I am ready to add finally this beautiful Echeveria rufescens by the rock in the side here. So let's start planting this beautiful baby. Also, I added this Kalanchoe litiverans here because they look like an ocean plant. It looks like a claw or whatever jaw it is, but it's so cute. So I decided to add them in this side here. Now I am ready to add some sand as my first layer of my top dressing. So using this funnel, I am slowly pouring this sand into this side of the terrarium and see how it goes. There you go. I also decided to add more succulent babies in the corner where the rock is because it needs something in there. So now I am ready to add more sand all the way around as my base layer for my top dressing. So now I am brushing off the excess sand all the way around where my plants are and also distributing it all the way around, that way I can add the next top dressing that I'm going to use. I also picked out some of the barks that are sticking out from the soil that I'm using. That way it would look clean, and then continue on flattening the soil and then packing it, that way I can add the next layer. But here I noticed that the layers where I added is showing, so I decided to use the loose pieces of moss to cover it all the way around so I can continue on adding these white rocks now as my next layer for the top dressing. So I'm slowly putting it in there to where I want it to go and then slowly distributing it all the way around. Here I'm adding more white rocks on the other side, that way it would look even. And now I am ready to add this blue glass, that way it would look like a water feature in the middle part of this terrarium. So I'm gonna slowly add it in, that way it wouldn't spread all the way around, and then distributing it only on the middle side where I want it to be. And now it's done. Now let me show you what it looks. So here is the back side of it where I have this Haworthia. Now let me spin it around to the sides of it and see how it looks. That's that side, and now here is the front look of it. And here is the other side right here. And I'm gonna show you the top. That's what it looks, and let me close the lid, that way it will be all done for the day. And this is it, friends. I will leave the link down below of Ferrisland and the 10% discount for those who would like to purchase this in their Amazon store. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed watching. Happy planting! Bye bye!